Hey guys, I'm back with a whole new video. So if you guys haven't seen my video before, just go down to my channel. All of them are down there, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. But let's get back into it. So yeah, I found out I was pregnant, and I know, like, whatever, you might be like, "Ew, gross, you peed, you found out you were pregnant in a BJ's bathroom," but I'm like, I mean, I don't know. I just couldn't wait till I get home. Like, I was so excited, and I was just like, I can't wait until I got home. And so I just said I was going to take that one test, and that was it. And I did take it. And, then when I got home, I got like a whole bunch. So I was confirming, and I was so excited. And so I couldn't hold my excitement, right? And I ended up, I was so excited. I was just like, how am I going to tell John? Like, I was like, I couldn't hold my excitement. So I was like all happy and stuff. He's like, you're like, he's looking at me and stuff. So I ended up going outside, and I called my friend. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so like nervous. Like, what am I going to do? And I was like, and she's like, what happened? And she's like, I'm pregnant. I found out I'm pregnant today. She's like, oh my God, really? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, oh my God, how are you going to tell John? And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to tell him or whatever. And I was planning to do something nice or whatever. But I really can't hold a secret, like, from John. Like, he's like my best friend. So I was just like, I wanted to tell him. So when I finished going out there and talking to her, I went upstairs, and I'm like, oh my God, John, guess what? And he's like, what, you're pregnant? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, I knew it. And he just walked away like that. And I'm like, what? Like I was like, aren't you excited? Like, he was like, I was like, I wanted to show you. I like had the test and everything, and I wanted to show it to him. And he was just like, oh yeah, I knew. So like, I knew. I told you, like, to get a pregnancy test, which he did. He told me. He was like, you were acting weird and stuff. So he kind of took out the excitement out of it. And yeah, that was just the start of that miserable pregnancy. He wasn't the best during my pregnancy. So after that, I'm excited or whatever. But the next day or the next couple of days, I was excited, but he kind of was just like, yeah, whatever. Like, you're pregnant. Okay, great. And so I called the doctor, and I started a YouTube channel. I said when I was pregnant, I wanted to document my pregnancy. So I started a YouTube channel, and I said, I'm going to do it every week. I'm going to, take my pictures and do whatever and all the stuff. And we found an OB that was near the house. It was like walking distance. So we went there, and I said I wanted to make an appointment because I thought I might be pregnant, and I just wanted to confirm it. So I had a confirmation appointment. We went there, and I told him, like, to record, right? And so he recorded. They did a bunch of tests and everything like that. And they were like, when at the end, they told us, they were like, oh, you're too early. You're about 3 weeks. You didn't miss your first period yet. You have to come back in 2 weeks and stuff, because she did an ultrasound and everything, and she gave us a picture of the ultrasound, but there really wasn't anything. But she was just showing us. She's like, well, we can't hear a heartbeat right now, and this is what we see. So we see the potential for a pregnancy, but that also could just mean that you're getting ready for your period, because your uterine wall it lines up, it thickens and things like that or whatever. So they're like, that is what we're seeing right now. So yes, there's a possibility of a pregnancy. We did our test. It does say that you're pregnant. So like, that. But we can't see anything pretty much. And so she said to come back in 2 weeks. So I went, I'm like, oh, that's kind of, whatever. And I was just like waiting for those 2 weeks. I was just like, I was so nervous and everything like that. And I was waiting, like literally, like every day I'm like, oh my God, this couldn't come any faster. Like it was so long, those 2 weeks. But then 2 weeks finally came. We went there and we finally saw the baby. They came, they did our thing or whatever. They were like, yep, you're definitely pregnant. Here's your due date. And the due date was March 8th of 2019. And I was just like, I can't believe that I'm pregnant. Like I was so excited. And I don't think we heard the heartbeat there. I think at the 5 week, at the 5 week, they just like, no. I'm sorry. That's why it was long. I think it was 7 weeks that I had to go. I think they didn't want to do 5 weeks. They usually say, oh, yeah, that's right. So scratch that. It wasn't 5 weeks. I was 3 weeks pregnant when I went there. And they said to me that, you can't hear the heartbeat until 5 to 7 weeks. So they gave me an appointment for 7 weeks. So that is like a whole month away. And I was like waiting. It was forever. When I went there, they were like, yes, you're definitely pregnant. This, that, and the third. And we ended up hearing the heartbeat. And I was just like, oh my God. And they showed us. They said, this is the sac. And here's the little yolk and whatever. Babies have that yolk sac or whatever. So they showed me everything, and it was my little nugget. And I have that picture too of like he looked like a little like worm, like was like this. It was like a little thing, and we heard the heartbeat. It was so strong. Like I was so happy. So when I found that out and everything like that, I was so excited. And I finally heard my baby's heartbeat. And it was just like, I ended up going and buying like a Doppler from like so if you don't know what a Doppler is, I bought it from Amazon. If you don't know what a Doppler is, it's usually what doctors have it. A lot of nurses and like midwives and things like that, they use it. So it's like a little handheld thing to hear the heartbeat. I looked online. They said you don't need that gel, the special gel. They just said use aloe vera gel, which worked. And I bought it because I was just like, I wanna hear my baby's heartbeat all the time. But I didn't want to buy it until I actually heard the heartbeat at the first time. So I'm just like, I want to hear it. And it was a little one. It's not that strong. It was a little cheap one. I think it was like $40 or whatever. And it came in, and I was just like, I was trying to listen to this heartbeat, but I could not hear the heartbeat. And I just kept like, cause like my next appointment was like in a month later. So I was just like, I just kept trying over and over and over again to try to hear it. And I kept looking on YouTube to try to see like, when can I use this Doppler and things like that. And then one day I literally did it by accident because I was too high. That was the thing. When you're first in there, it's like literally at your vagina bone. So the baby's like all the way down there. So I was doing it like, not like where the stomach is, like not where my belly button is, but like lower, but I didn't do it low enough. So I kept getting not the heartbeat. And finally, I did it by accident. I slipped and I heard it. And it just went, doo, 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 doo. I was like, oh my God, I found it. Dude, tell me when I was just like, oh my God, I found it, John. Like, come listen. He's like, oh, I'll listen later. I was like, oh my God. Like, it was so, like, he was so annoying. But that's it for this video. I might do one more video, so stay tuned for that. But please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell button down below. Peace.